4 to
And see,
5 years.
oh yeah, on both of the counts. Like if I mean they're gonna appeal it or whatever, but
Mhm.
um I don't know. It seems like this is we going across the line. If the prosecution feel like they won those two charges, fine, and you happy with it, why are you trying to, like maybe punish this man? Let that man go home.
They keep saying that he's
Get back up.
violent. He's
Get back up.
violent. He's violent. But then why did you find him not guilty? Don't press him on charges. They're trying to sentence him on charges that he's not even facing. What violent charges is he facing? Didn't they say he was good and let him go? The prosecution is terrible. They're terrible. You are a embarrassment to the Southern District. They're terrible. They're terrible. Their ego is so bruised, but you should follow yourself for bringing up trying to frame a man. Okay.
Mhm.
It says right here, a doctor judge, not doctor, pardon me, dear Judge Submarinian, the government respectfully submits this letter following the jury trial of the defendant Sean Combs. Following a 7-week jury trial, the defendant was found guilty on 2 counts of interstate transportation for the purpose of, I gotta say it, prostitution in violation of 18 USC 2421. The defendant has moved for bail pending sentencing under the Bail Reform Act. However, because the detention is mandatory under the Bail Reform Act, he is not entitled to release and his detention must continue. Let me tell you something. These people are racist. They're racist. They're not hiding it. They're going after an old law that doesn't exist. They're putting charges on him that's not there. He's violent and he's addicted to substances. How do you know? Was
Yeah.
there a test given before? They are racist. They are racist, racist, racist. This law was invented to stop Black men from taking white women across state lines. This is why Mark Agnifilio is saying himself that this is a racist law. They nicknamed the law way before Diddy used it, the white slave law. It has a history. It has a history of being used on Black men. Somebody in the chat talking about this is not racist. Learn your history. Don't come in here ignorant. Don't come in here ignorant. We ain't the one. You go find another channel for that. This law was made for Black men not to bring white women across state lines. And they jokingly call it the white slave law. Don't come in here without knowing your history. Do not embarrass yourself like that. They're trying to call this man violent, even though this isn't a DV case. I'm not playing today with these ignorant people. You're voting against your own people and you don't even know why. It just seems like the popular thing to do. So I'm just going to say, send him home. He's violent. He's violent. You are asking for an old law to be brought back into this racist society that goes against your own people.
Yeah, they had to go
too ignorant to even know what the law stands for. You're an embarrassment. Don't make me kick you out. Because this has been a long day. The people that are pulling for Diddy, it's been just an emotional day. We let the Black men come on here to say how they felt about it because they get done this way all the time. Don't come in here talking about how is it racist. Why don't you get your ass out my chat and go look it up? Don't come in here embarrassing yourself. Yeah, they love massa, okay? Don't come in here unless you know. I'm not one of them bloggers that's just going to feed into the nonsense. I don't lie on this channel. I don't exaggerate. And I don't hide the fact that I'm supporting our Black men. I'm very woke. Don't come in here asleep. I'm very woke. I'm very aware of what's going on. Don't come in here asleep with your old Southern way, with your old Jim Crow ways. Why? This is why I love this channel. I learned so much. Oh, thanks, Sherelle and Perry, for you guys' work. Thank you. You've opened my eyes to a lot. Thank you. I mean,
Hey,
you're
Sherelle, you got an update like 2 minutes ago, and then I'm gonna refresh to see. I
I
think they
don't see it.
on the main
Hmm.
2 minutes ago.
I see
Okay,
4 minutes.
it might be 3 minutes now. I ain't refreshed my thing. Let me see.
Can you read it for me?
Yeah, hold on, give me a second.
And I'm sorry, I'm very short with
Oh
people
yeah,
today.
it's the 4 minute one.
Y'all still got people believing he did something to minors. Don't come in here with the ignorance. Okay. Combs' lawyer, Agnifilo, Shapiro, and Garagos emerged from the holding cell, still waiting for Sean Combs to be brought into the courtroom by the U.S. Marshals.
Yep.
Send this man home. In the Black people that are upset because we stood up for the RICO law, we told them, if you want to change the law, do it the right way. Put it on the floor of Congress. Let's see how many votes you get. There are
Yep.
some people that doesn't even understand how laws are being passed behind our back. Do you guys know that they said if a WAR is going on, 42nd, 47th has the right to remain our leader as long as he wants to? Do y'all understand that? Stop passing laws behind our back. Here we go. Sean Combe has been brought in, sits next to Garagos, reading. Agnifilo walks over to lectern, I don't know what that is, then back over to his seat. Prosecutors are in place at the front tables, waiting on the judge. Everybody's waiting.
Yep.
Let's see what you're going to do. Are you going to be outright blatantly racist in front of us using this old Jim Crow law? We will fight you with everything we got. This is 2025. We will not accept racism. We won't. Sean Combs has been brought in. Sit next to Teddy Garagos. He's not waiting on the judge. This is what happens when you take African American studies out to schools. They don't even know they don't even know what's going on. How's this racist? I'm not going to. How about you go find out? I'm tired of talking. Y'all go find out. If you don't think this is racist, go type in the white slave law.
Well, yeah, I mean, people see it all the time with people in like the feds. They'll get charged with something, but then they'll be out on bail.
Oh,
And they'll make an appointment when they go to the hearing or whatever. To the sentencing.
oh
I
my
don't see
God.
huh?
This is Aphrodite.
Uh-huh.
Aphrodite, please, I'm very emotional. She said you both covered this case with professionalism and did a great job. Bottom line is innocent until proven guilty. It wasn't proven. Agree to disagree.
Right. Yeah, and that's the whole thing.
Thank you,
Because
Aphrodite. You've had our back.
if he would have been found guilty, it would have been no problem with them just walking him back to the prison. But now the man just asking for bail. He ain't saying he want to be totally free. He'll come back for sentencing, but the man is deserved to
He's
get
been in
bail.
there. Listen, he offered a $50 million bail. Have you ever heard of such a thing? And they still told him no. This is because this was a witch hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And now you want to keep him under some old slave law? You probably don't even know what Jim Crow is. Don't come in here with the nonsense. Just don't come with the nonsense. Type in the white slave law and then in parentheses put the Mann Act. It'll teach you all you need to know. We do these things because we feel passionate about it. That's one of the best things about living in the United States. is that we get to stand up. We have freedom of speech. I hope that never changes.
Somebody said an
Anybody who
update.
wants to stand up, you can do it.
Somebody said an update, but I don't see
I don't
one.
see it either.
I mean, the only thing I see on that page, and I'm not even sure what he's talking about. It was 37 seconds. It says, "Do you mean live stream?" Question mark.
Let
Answer.
me go to
Mm.
Jules. Let's see what Jules talking about. She says, no, nothing from her either. Let me go to CNN really quick.
Yeah, and I keep refreshing because the last time we just waiting on the judge to come in.
Yeah. Oh, also too, at the same time as this was going on, we were also keeping our updates on the Brian Koberger, the college students who thought that we would go to trial in August, and he has pled guilty and taken a plea deal. So that's weird. We wanted to, hear what he had to explain yourself in court, but that's no longer going to be. Okay, 1 minute ago, the victim rights attorney expressed concern about Combs potentially being released on bail. That's that letter I read to you guys. They said, I'm very concerned about Mr. Combs being released on bail. This is the prosecution, which is a possibility, adding that she's sure the judge will do his very best to consider all the guideline factors. You should be embarrassed by trying to keep a man in there, calling him violent and that he's a substance abuser. You're just going to just throw anything at him, even though the law said RICO dropped. He was charged for prostitution. Stop talking about him being violent.
Exactly.
That has nothing to do with this case. He is being charged on prostitution. His first offense, and you want him to go to jail for 20 years? You are so racist, you're not hiding it. You get one man that has these charges of being with prostitutes, and he goes on and becomes the leader of the free world. Why can't the Black people have that same right? Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Why can't we we are asking for fairness. Let Diddy come on and run for the freedom of the lead world. Okay, here we go. Judge says, I have read the party submissions and others. The judge convicted the defendant of 3 and 5 for the following reasons. Bail is denied.
What?
Their ego is bruised. Their ego is bruised. They don't want to do the right thing. We're going to have to march. We're going to have to fight. We got to get Diddy out of there on some old law, Jim Crow law from the 60s. This is how racist they are. Don't tell me I don't live in a world full of racism. They use an old racist law, and you had Black people supporting him. The people that came here to about this not racist. Go look it up. How is he a flight risk when the whole damn world is looking at him?
No, that's the whole thing.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. It's time to grow up. Learn your history. Learn your rights. Know when you're being railroaded. Know it. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all so into conspiracy theories and, he messed with all the children. What children?
And this judge, I don't know. This is like pisses
we
me
don't
off.
take care of this judge.
And then when people say, is it racism or whatnot?
We have a right.
People that wasn't Black get bail, especially if you're putting up a lot, and come back for their sentencing, right?
Even the white guy that's tweeting says, I cannot believe this. You should believe it. It's not your fault. Anyway, Inner City Press, you did an amazing job. That's what I'm saying. Now everybody has to join in, and white people see it too. And only those stupid Black people in my chat talking about how is this racist? Don't even know what's going on. They didn't even read the letter submitted by the defense.
And the other guy's not on bail. Is it Abercrombie and Finch? He's out.
Everybody's out on bail. Okay, this is a witch hunt.
That's the shit we be talking about when people go, oh, well, not everything's about race. Maybe not to you, but when you're a minority, when you black, that's how we see it. A lot of things get thrown our way because we're black. And if you don't get that kind of treatment, if you don't live in a
This
desert,
judge has been racist since
I think you
day
get,
one, and
yeah,
y'all try to talk me out of it, and I wasn't having it.
this is crazy.
So CNN is saying it now, just the bail denied. And they're going, not only that, they're going to try to put him away with a first defense on prostitution. Like I said, Perry,
Like an update. Okay.
judge says, even if the defendant was solely required to show that he is not a danger to the community, he cannot meet the burden. Prior to trial, the court denied bail and sees no reason to reverse that now. The defense conceded. The defendant is violent.
Mm-hmm.
So the tape that got thrown out that shouldn't have been brought in the first place, the Cassie tape, is why you're saying he's violent, that he's not been charged for that tape. All the people in my chat from overseas, do you see what's wrong with America and why we're a laughing joke? Why we are a joke?
Damn.
I'm sorry. You're not healed enough for this conversation. You're still caught up on your man that DV'd you. You're not healed. Well, at least he's not looking at a life sentence. After he gets ridiculed and the defense gets over the fact that you lost big time and you are not keeping up the stellar reputation of Preet Bharara, maybe something will happen then. But in the meantime, we have to do a Karen Reed. We have to pull those of us that are woke. Those of us that are woke and understand exactly what is going on, we have to pull together. We have to stand up for Diddy and his rights. Diddy today, you tomorrow. Like I said, this was, yes.
Oh, it was an update.
Well, sometimes that guy's just talking.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. His violence is depicted in the video. I just told y'all. He was not charged for this video. Let's keep going. The defense admitted this is a terrible moment. DV is the issue, is what she said. It wasn't only that, there was the London hotel incident. Why don't we also charge Cassie for letting somebody pee in her mouth? She is disgusting. She is a co-conspirator. She's a manipulator. Let's charge her for letting people pee in your mouth and then turn around and claim victim.
That is crazy.
No, I don't know about that act. I will find out about that in a minute. I will be gathering a group together, and I'm taking the playbook out of the Karen Reed playbook, because when the justice system is unjust, we have to stand up while we still have that right. We might not have that right. I don't know. It's not looking good, but we have to stand up. We have to stand up. This is not a team this and team this, is team rights for Black people. So rights. You guys are letting them reverse the laws right before your eyes. Now, do you realize when they use this law again, that they've only used this law on Black men? They've only used this law on Black men. When they use it again, now they'll have a right to say, don't keep them in there for as long as you want. The judge, the racist judge, will give him 20 years. He'll try. Yes, Sherelle, what's right is right. This man doesn't have a criminal record. What the hell? Him today, me tomorrow.
Right.
No bail for prostitution, ? And haven't seen Cassie since 2018. Cassie Diddy needs to sue her for that money back. You laid on your back because being the whore that you are, you let men pee in your mouth and then you claim victim, and then some stupid black women support you. You're no good to the bone, and no good's going to come to you, Miss Ventura. Naming your child after Diddy. You're one twisted, sick puppy. Yes, that's another good point. She never ever filed any report against them for DV, not a restraining order, not nothing. Now all of a sudden she's so afraid of him, but she went back the day of that tape. She went back home the day of that tape, and now she's claiming she's so fearful.
Damn.
Girl, get out of here. Cassie Ventura, you are not a woman at all. Girl, your mother ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm just glad that you're only half black.
You know what's so effed up though? For real, I'm going back to this whole thing. Now, they arguing about something that he wasn't found guilty for. Now,
I know.
say, what if he was found guilty of DV? You can say, yeah, maybe he can take off and go and do it again. But even that, why would somebody do that?
Because let me tell you, Perry,
This is
you
crazy.
got him suing
Yeah.
TMZ for lying. He was not with minors, TMZ. You guys were lying. You've got that. You got the dirty bloggers that's been lying. You've got the Southern District of New York that should have never filed these charges in the first place. There's nothing here. The jury wanted him to go home. He says, don't talk to the jury. We're going to talk to them anyway. Just like you don't like to follow the laws, neither do I. It's always the black public opinion that go against our own. It's so ignorant. They don't even know. They're talking about where is the racism? This isn't a racism. Where you have white people in my chat saying this is racism. But had nothing to say about Weinstein. Will we stand together? Never, because you always have the house ninja and the field ninja, and that's going to stay with us forever. Willie Lynch had to be the smartest man ever to write these how to play head games with somebody 100 years ago, and it still holds up to today. Here we go. The court take no position on what will consider at sentencing, nor what sentence it will impose. But here, the burden is on him. And when did the burden become on him? Aren't you a judge? Doesn't the prosecution have the burden of proof? Oh, that's right. You are only a judge 8 months. You could be bought. But here the burden is on him and he cannot carry it. The defense argues the guideline starts at 21 months. The U.S. says 51 months. He done 10 months. They want him to do 51 months. If you don't get out of here, you guys, the same thing, listen. The same thing happened to Karen Reed. She was a white lady, but she was being railroaded because the person involved was an ex-cop and her boyfriend was a cop. Okay, judge says, I set sentencing for Friday. We're not coming. October 3rd. October 3rd.
That's what I was going to say. You got to keep reading it.
They want him to spend the rest of this time in jail. October 3rd. I am willing to expedite it. Oh, get out of here. Agna Phyllis says, we would like to expedite. The judge said, we will need an expedite pre-sentencing report from probation, but I will be available anytime. The judge is so racist. He's not black. He's a wannabe white person that wants to fit in with the new attorneys at the Southern District. But the new attorneys at the Southern District are terrible. They don't have a lot of experience. They will never live up to the people that 47 let go. He did that because he was mad at them. But you also left the Southern District with a group of idiots that call themselves judges and attorneys. They are all new. This is his first big case. He was a judge 8 months. He can be bought, and that's what happened.
Yeah, And I'll
Thank
say
you,
this.
Rebecca. You've she's another white person. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
injustices make me so mad.
Yeah. Now this is crazy. Like, and for the people, that's why we get to have these conversations to talk about it. And it's not to be racial. We just telling you how we see it, what's going on in our community. For any people that's not black, do you sort of see what we're saying now? Because maybe if we don't point out these examples to say, hey, this is happening to us, don't you see this?
We're tired of being treated like secondhand citizens. Rebecca says, Rebecca touches me because, thank
It's
you.
sweet.
White people are not all bad. Some of them really understand what is going on and they feel for us. I don't understand. Judge said no bail because he's violent, but he wasn't charged with violence. Make it make sense. Thank you both. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm really thank you. Thank you for all your help and all your support. You don't have to help, but you do. And I want to thank you. Sherelle Perry, what do you think will happen with all these lawsuits? Little Rod has been there every day. Nothing.
Yeah, now
Those
that
lawsuits are not going away. And I want to make this very clear because people don't understand. There is an active lawsuit right now out of the federal district of Alabama against Jay-Z and Tony Busby. Jay-Z is trying to get Tony Busby disbarred because the way that he was treated. They went around town and they said Jay-Z slept with a disabled minor. Not only is it a minor, but a disabled minor. You can't just spit all over my name like that and then expect me to not do anything about it. But Jay-Z's very quiet about his lawsuit, but it's a very strong lawsuit, and I'm going to follow that case. Judge says, and we will hold a hearing on the afternoon of July 8th. Agnifilo, Your Honor, has a lot of information from presiding over the trial. We want the sentencing as soon as possible. Other Mann Act cases, there's nothing remotely similar to this. They just set a new precedent by the worst judge in the Southern District of New York. We have to pull together like the Karen Reed case. So people, she was a white woman that was getting railroaded. They lied on her because somebody had to take the blame for her boyfriend being unalive. They decided she should take the blame. And it started with one blogger and they made a movement out of it. And that's what we're going to do for Diddy. You are charging him for a charge that he is not charged with or convicted with. He is a first-time prostitution across state lines offender, and you want to put him in jail for 20 years because your ego is bruised?
Yeah.
Your ego is bruised. He is violent, but they did not consider that video because it's not a DV case. If he's so violent, Cassie, how come you went back home to him the same day? How come when the police tried to talk to you about it, you didn't want to talk to the cops? How come only white people get a fair chance? You get to go on, prove yourself a better person, and be the leader of the free world. How come we don't get that right?
And for one, while they waiting sentencing, they be at home. That's what I'm saying. Like out on bail.
You have put the dirtiest of the dirtiest on parole or out, it's called parole, out on bail. But Diddy is the worst you've ever seen. You need to sue Cassie for that money back. Alex, you need to go ahead and divorce her now. I believe the rumors. You don't want this trash. Cassie's trash. Damn. You guys, we have to bond together. So let me get a strategy together. We have to support Diddy. This law has only been used on African Americans. That's not fair.
Nope.
Diddy gets to rot in jail. And I don't have anything against 47. I'm just telling you what happened. He was charged with the same things. And he gets to not only go home, but be the leader of the free world. But we get thrown in jail, told how awful we are. He's the worst. And Cassie, you have a lot of nerve writing a letter when your ass refused to talk to the police and went back to him that same day. I'm starting to believe Cassie was dumped by Diddy. She was jealous of Carisha. She was jealous of Carisha. She said it. And she said it in front of other people that worked around Diddy. She's jealous of Carisha. No black man should have to stand up in this modern day era from an old Jim Crow law that they called the white slave law as a joke because it was designed for black people. And y'all gonna let this happen? We've got, for the people that want to stand together and us do something about it, I'm going to put a plan together. I'm actually going to reach out to the blogger that started the movement for Karen Reed. We cannot let them use black laws against black people. The biggest racism is modernized, you guys. And the biggest way they show racism is through the court systems. Through the court systems. You're going to let them use an old time Jim Crow law designed for black people? And all those hurt women that have had men put their hands on them or have been hard, they're supporting it because they're looking at their journey. They're not looking at the bigger picture. They were willing to let Diddy go down with a RICO charge, knowing that 3 others was right behind him. You got Fat Joe, you've got Tyler Perry, and you got Kanye West. And black women don't care. Bring him down too. All men are bad. All men hurt people. No, they don't. No, they don't. People call my husband a monster because he's black. And he's savvy with the law and he understands business. Somebody needs to inform these people. Slavery's over.
I mean, you know,
stand up. And that's the only thing we can do is stand up for our rights. Go ahead, Perry. Yes, segregation 2.0.
That's the whole thing, right? I mean, you know, to show people our treatment, how we get treated. This is a good example. Yes, they threw him in there. He did 9 months, right? Now he go through the court thing. They don't give him bail after he's given up whatever, you know, say if he's given 50 million, we don't even know. But you at the same time.
Hold on. Don't come in my chat with your nonsense. I'm not a sensationalized blogger. I'm not telling you, ooh, he's dead. Rico been proven a long time ago. That's not that channel. We don't support lies. We don't say that Diddy's been with minors. We're talking about an old law that was established during the Jim Crow era to use against black people. And you support that? We have so many white people in our chat saying this is racism. You are insane. You are not healed. You're one of them women that hate men. Please don't come back. This is not the channel for you. We don't hate men here. We love our men over here and we support them and we ride with them. You are on the wrong chat. And we don't support modern day racism. There are pick-me ninjas like you that don't deserve to be in my chat.
Yeah.
We are standing by our black men. Treat us the way you treat them. Treat us the way you treat them. Y'all went and voted for 47. Y'all don't get it. Yeah. There's a lot of Uncle Toms out there, and J-Bay, you are one of them. So get your toe stumping Uncle Tom ass out my chat. I ain't got time for that. This is a new era. When we see racism, we're going to stop and we're going to stand up for it. Yep. You are not welcome back. I didn't get a chance to block you. I will go back after the show and block you, J-Bay. Don't come in here with your nonsense and your propaganda. Go watch Nancy Grace. That's lunatic and
From our point too, we'll say as if you rolling for something, you rolling for justice. Now, the same way they don't use this man act on black people, they gonna start using this RICO shit on black people. And these same people, oh, I just want Diddy gone. Well, if they would have had enough damn evidence, he probably would have been. And if you know so much, where's your evidence? Why didn't you help him out? Y'all people are just out there, Uncle Tommen, bouncing around. Yes, a boss. I sees him trying to lead a plantation. It's
I
you
try
out
I
there.
try to leave other bloggers alone, right? Even if I know you're a liar. But I'm debating, do we leave you alone when you got a history of throwing black people under the bus? Do I expose you or do I mind my business and get to helping getting Diddy out? You better, if you're going to talk shit about Diddy and be a public figure, you have to remember what's in your background. You have to remember what's in your background, because I'm not going to sit up here and keep letting you disrespect this man. I'm going to out you. Now, I've done this long enough. No, baby. I've got my grandkids. I put up with your nonsense long enough. You're going to make me mad and I'm going to expose you. Okay? This is racism in its purest form. This law was designed for black people. You let 47 out. You let 47 become president, but you're going to describe Diddy as a monster. Cassie, if he's such a monster, why didn't you press charges and why did you go back over and over again? Why did you ask for one last freak off? I'm going to expose your nasty ass, letting people pee in your mouth, not just one and not just the ones that came to court. Let's talk about all your affairs. You don't deserve to be a mother. Them children are in danger because you have no common sense and you're a slut.
Well,
You're a slut. You want to keep acting like you were fearful while you spend his money? You were at other freak offs. Were you not at Future's freak off? Were you not at Future's freak off? Cassie, you know you're a slut. Were you not at Future's freak off? Jane, were you not at Drake's freak off? Pissy mouth women. You are pissy mouth women. Number one and number two. Sounds familiar, Daphne?
Yeah. And then people wonder why, like, they'd be like, oh, these black people just goes off. Shit, we have to. We are tired of being overlooked and shitted on. And that's what's happening. Did we have a problem with him going under the right charge? No. The man can't get bail when you got other Abercrombie, the fence guy.
Abercrombie and Finch.
Yeah. Are out on bail.
Okay.
Epstein got out on bail.
Yeah.
Why this man can't get out on bail? It just don't make no sense. Because he's violent. Was he charged with that? He wasn't.
But we got something else from the sellout who goes by the nickname Judge. It says here, Mr. Combs tried to get into a batterers program in New York. The jury never heard that. Then he got arrested. All these months later, here we are, the same drive to meet the head on, like the self-respecting businessman that he is. Shut up. This judge, no, we are going to expose you for the pick-me that you are. First of all, he is not African-American. Do not put him in our category. He is not African-American. I don't know what he is, but he wants to be white. He wants to be white, and he doesn't have a problem sending black men up the river. You are an inexperienced judge, and you're racist. You held up an old 60s law designed for black men. But you let 47 go on to be the leader of the free world. While he was threatening y'all every step of the way. He was mad. Do y'all remember that? He said, this is a sham. I don't, one time they had to tell him shut up in court. Y'all don't remember that? He was angry, but we don't get that right. Shut up, N-word, and go back to your home. We call it a cell. And let's make room in the pretty nice new feature design Alcatraz that we're going to build, the modern day state. Who going in them prisons? Who going in them prisons? Yeah, okay. So I heard that a lot of Middle Eastern Indians, not the kind that my grandmother's, this Middle Eastern, don't like being black. They bleach their skin. What is that girl's name? Her name is Shariah Ray with the phony contacts. They worship the white people in India. That's your problem. Don't bring that over here. I love being black. I'm not bothered by it. I don't wish I was another race. I love my people. We're very tight, except for a couple of disenfranchised women that don't know how to speak up for themselves. That's another thing too. I'm tired of them. The women, you are not weak. Your voice matters. Learn how to use it. Speak up for yourself. I'm no victim at 35. If you got yourself in a bad situation, get yourself out. Mm-hmm. If you are over 18 years old, you cannot be groomed. Stop it with the victim mentality. Say, I made a bad decision and I got to get myself out of this. I am strong and I can do this. I don't have to hate all men. All men are not bad people. All men are not bad people. And it only takes me to say it. Some women, they've given away their power and they feel like the only way to obtain any kind of power is if they get in a group and they bash black men together. Hold on. I'm so glad y'all covered this trial. Like Sherelle said, when you know better, you do better. Free Diddy, free Diddy, free Diddy.
Right.
This is disgusting. I'm so sick of every other white person looking the other way while this shit happens to our fellow Americans. Racism is real. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Jennifer.
She's white.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you to all. I have a lot of white people in my chat, and you guys are trying to help us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cassie also said on the stand she was jealous of Kim Porter. Okay, because Diddy spent all the holidays with Kim. This is nothing but a witch hunt. This is a witch hunt, witch hunt. I'm sorry, Perry. What number is it now?
Probably about 1 minute. Probably.
One. Okay. Agna Phillips says he's been a model prisoner. There have been no issues. He's going to have next chapters of his life. When you're charged with racketeering, you have dark talks. When I was reading the Mia message for his birthday, I had a hard time doing it. Agnafilo is doing what he's paid to do. He's fighting for his client.
Right.
His children are here. His two daughters are here. They're in the middle of the second row. They no longer have a living mother. Here, the user of prostitution services has been convicted under the Mann Act. He was acquitted of violence for trafficking. Thank you, Mark.
And see, that's the shit I'm talking about. But you get these same people run up and down. No, Rico. Oh, Mann Act. I don't have a problem with Rico or Mann Act.
I'm so tired of fighting for fair treatment. I'm not asking for special treatment. We just want to be fair. How do you go? One of us gets to run off and become leader of the free world, 47, and the other one has to stay in prison. Make it make sense.
Yep. Fairness is all we're looking for. Rico is fine.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. You're in the wrong chat. You made the mistake of coming here. Now I'm going to read your ass. You cannot be groomed as an adult. That is a choice that you are making. groomed us for the younger ones that like we don't have a voice, like we can't stand up for ourselves. You are a victim because you chose to be a victim. If you hook up with the wrong man and you let him disrespect you, you have a choice to leave that situation. I don't understand how come you don't come from a place of strength for the younger generation. You need to come from a place of strength. Let them know that I'm not a victim. I chose that to stay in that relationship like Cassie did, and I can choose to leave. I don't have to do nothing I don't want to do. I don't have to do any. Stop spreading the word for our up and coming Black women that men have power over you. You're not allowed to say no. You have to do whatever they say. Weak women like you make me sick. You can speak up. You want to know why no man has ever put his hands on me? Because it's not tolerated. He will be locked up before I got home. Before I got home. I'm not letting a man pee in my mouth. Period. Women, young women in the chat, don't let them pee in your mouth. When he turns to you and says, open up, you say, I'm out. You have a right to say no. We are strong. We are strong women. We have survived overcome more than any other woman. Don't take this victim mentality. Do not listen to them when they tell y'all you don't have a choice. Don't listen to them when they call you a victim. Say, I'm no victim. I'm a damn survivor. I'm a survivor. And hold your head up high. There's no such thing as a victim. And you ain't gonna groom me when we two grown-ass adults. Don't let them weak women try to feed you that. You are strong. You are strong and you can survive anything. And we have overcome anything. Hashtag survivor. You're a survivor. Don't come from this place of weakness. You ain't got to put up with a man's shit. They do something you don't like, you stand up. You stand up. You were manipulated. I don't even know why you still here. I don't want no weak women like you in my chat. You sending the wrong message. You don't know your own strength. I don't need one damn woman, another woman, to speak up for me. I know how to speak up for myself. You ain't peeing in my damn mouth. You ain't making me sleep with somebody I don't want to. These women are disgraceful, come from a place of power. Don't give your power away. Don't give your power away. Young women, I can only say it so many times. He hits you, you're out. If you got to plan the situation to get out, you out. He hits you, you're out. I'm nobody's punching bag. Nobody. I deserve to be here on this planet like everybody else. And I have a voice and I'm going to use it.
And see,
don't let them women talk you into giving away y'all power. They're a bunch of silly women. And if something happened to you in your childhood, it's your responsibility to heal yourself. You want to be a survivor. Don't let the word victim come out your mouth. My grandmother went through too much. Marston, Selma, all for me to turn around and act like I ain't got no damn power. They were a bunch of junkies doing what they need to do. Cassie could have left, and I'm not gonna let nobody tell me she couldn't have. Y'all get together and y'all feel like you're more powerful as a group. I don't need a group to tell you you're not peeing in my mouth. Mm-hmm. You let it happen once, it's gonna keep happening. Cassie, you're lying. Tell the truth. You're mad because of Carisha. You said he didn't do the same thing for my career that he did for her career. Even she not a victim. She a manipulator that got played. You tried to play him, he played you. Mm-mm. Yeah, please get out. Please get out. I'll go back to you, man. Get out. All weak women, leave my chat now. If you are in my chat, I want y'all to say we are survivors and we are strong and powerful. And nobody gonna do to me what I don't want done. We ain't playing this victim shit. Not
no,
playing it. I would never tell my granddaughter to put up with any of that mess. He pees in your mouth. You don't even let that happen. And I had to do it with sores in my mouth. You let it happen. Girl, you was getting some out of it too.
Yep.
Stop. We are not victims. We are not victims. We are strong women that have overcame a lot in our life and gonna keep overcoming. We are an example for the younger generation. And that's a responsibility put on you, I would say 40 and up. They're watching us. They're watching us. We are not victims. We are strong women that don't play that shit. Don't tell them that act like you ain't got no power. You got all the power. And even if you're in a situation where it's not best for you to leave right now, you better plan your way out of that because you got yourself in it. Now get yourself out. And if you are one of the unfortunate ones and things happen to you in your childhood, I'm sorry, but you've got to fix yourself. You're strong. Find your voice. People have to recognize, thank you. When them guys run game on you and you fall for it, they run in game. Sometimes I just want to take young women and give them a class. You don't date them from the first insight of running game. You run away. They run game, you run away. I would never, ever, ever, ever date a Diddy. Ever. Talking about just open your mouth. Put all this baby. No. Stop acting like victims. You have a right to say no. Don't give away your power. Yes, you have to recognize an abuser before the physical abuse starts. Thank you. Thank you. My granddaughter, is going to grow up and be one of the most powerful women. I know because I'm putting it in her head at an early age. I'm putting it in her head. Don't let a man put his hands on you. You damn sure don't let nobody pee in your mouth. Money ain't worth everything. And above all, I can make my own money. I don't need his. Perry, do I make my own money?
Yep.
Yes. You guys, we got to love ourselves. Love yourself. Love yourself. It's not easy for me to say, Naomi, listen, I like you a lot. So I'm going to watch how I say this. I like you a lot. I think you're funny. You have the choice on the man that you pick. You have a choice in the way that he treats you. Don't let them do that to you. When you see one that's running game, you run away. Y'all act like I was just mysteriously given Perry and just out the sky. No, 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 no. At a very early age, my mother taught me that I have power and you don't settle for anybody. Naomi, I hope you don't settle. I love you, girl. Do not settle. You're great. You're funny. You're witty. If he puts his hands on you, leave. If he don't want you and cheats on you, leave. You're powerful. You're powerful. And the way that you talk to me, you got smart. Don't let them do it to you. Please. You got to find your power. And you deserve that. You deserve that. Don't give it away. You give it away when you let them pee in your mouth. You give it away. Sorry, Perry. What are you going to say? And then I'm going to go.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say, Naomi, I mean, you got power and you only got one life to live. Don't go under this thing, all these excuses that keep you trapped. right? Because a lot of people just give up. I don't want to get out. Well, either you can get busy living or get busy dying. That old saying, but, you got power. That what irritates me. A lot of these women, it's like, hey, manipulation is real. So are excuses. Okay.
I want to address this one. Sherelle, she already settled. Guys like Perry are lame to 304s. Let me tell you, my friend, my son has a girlfriend, and her friend was over, and it was hot, and we were talking, and she said, "I'm pregnant," and I said, "Congratulations," and she said, "But I'm leaving the baby daddy." I said, "Why? Thought you said he was in the military and taking care of all the bills." She said, "Because he's too nice."
Yeah.
I said, "What?" She said, "He's too nice. I run all over him." Women think like this. Some people want the thug. They want the thug. If you get him, he come with a whole list of mess. If you want him, there you go. She didn't even learn. She's 22. That's not boring. That's responsible. It's being a good father. Because he loves you and treats you good, you say he's too nice.
Mm-mm-mm.
I should give classes to younger generation.
And Sherelle,
Too nice.
he's saying that Sherelle, she already settled. Is he speaking of Cassie?
I don't
Oh,
know.
huh?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, guys like
But I
Perry.
agree with, they say guys like Perry are lame, but whatever. Anyway, listen, I'm going to start on my own, just like that guy in the Karen Reed case. When we see racism, we have to stop it. If you guys want to come along, that's cool. If you believe in that victim stuff, this is not the channel for you. And we are right now on a mission. We have a goal that we need to accomplish for us and other African Americans. And if they don't want to join in, we don't want them here anyway, poisoning our movement. This is a movement we about to have. And I'm going to show y'all just how much the people's opinions matter.
Sherelle, did you read that last one 10 minutes ago, right before they adjourned?
No, you read it, Perry.
Okay.
So I can get off of here.
Combs and Nithalo says we could craft conditions. Would the court be open to us putting together a bail package? Question mark. I am happy to do so, Judge. The bail application is denied. We'll receive hopefully a joint proposal on expedited sentencing on Tuesday and a hearing at 2 p.m. So, and then he says adjourn. So he's an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to hear nothing about that because he's one of those people that would do anything to fit in. And he don't give a damn what Diddy's lawyer talking about, whether he's right or not. I was gonna please the people I'm trying to be like. So that's some bullshit too. But like I said before we close, is the reason why we aren't talking about this stuff to show people a lot of people do see is injustice, that the shit ain't fair. But if we don't have these conversations and call it out, we'll never all come to an understanding. But
I love the chat. We have a new a mission, you guys. So let me figure this out, how we're going to do it. I was so impressed with the Karen Reed case. They did not throw her under the bus. They came together and they stood her up. They held her up in her time of need. We're going to do that for Diddy. And at the same time, we're going to help the ones that don't get it. We're going to make your world a better place. You're lucky. We're going to ride for the ones that don't get it. And then maybe when you have a son and they try to falsely imprison him, you'll thank us. But right now, we ain't got time for y'all. Please get out my chat. I'm leaving you in the dust. We on a new mission. We are tired of racism. That might be the new, and we ain't having it. That might be the new slogan. I don't know yet. I got to sit down and think this out. Cassie has 30 million, new husband, 3 kids. She's not heard from Diddy since 2018. There is no threat. Diddy is not thinking about Cassie. He wants to get home to his family.
Which,
Unfortunately, Diddy, you got to stay strong while you're in there. And I don't know if this, God doesn't make mistakes. Maybe you're the one that when he tell you to change your life, he mean change it. And maybe we can all get together and support him, because we don't need laws like this on the book.
yep.
We do not. They don't use them for any other race but us. And thank you to all my white people in the chat. I am very thankful for you guys. Anyway, women, please stop putting up with men shit. Don't let nobody pee in your mouth. And it's never too late to take your power back. That's taking it back. That's not getting rid of a group of women who hate men and want to hate all men and send them all up the road. Taking your power back is not allowing them to use you. I'm too special. You're too special. And I'm not afraid to say it. Y'all, Perry just wasn't grown overnight. Perry, I let it be well known up front. I'm looking for a father for my children. I was 17 years old, but my mom had put this in my head since I was little. I don't date anybody. I didn't sleep around. I knew how important that was. And I damn sure let no man put their hands on me.
Well, no, I mean, actually, like, that's one of the things that attracted me to you. Like, you wasn't groomable. And not saying in a bad way that, when you naive growing up trying to learn. No man really, if they maybe treating you like this, dogging you out, they don't want you. Like, I want my wife to be independent. And I probably wouldn't have married her if she wasn't. She get to know her worth before she can truly love me, and vice versa. I'm just saying, like, a lot of these women go out there and they stand grooming and make excuses. Yes, bad things happen to people, but
And so
you
hold
have
on to the girl I just blocked. Some people want slavery. Some Black people feel more comfortable in slavery. That's on you. I'm free, and I know I'm free. I got my rights. Go ahead, Perry, and let's go.
Oh yeah, no, I just want the women to know men respect women, especially ones that have value. Now, people often treat you how you look at yourself, how you treat yourself. Be strong and do that, and maybe that'll cut down some of the stuff. But men value a strong woman. Like I
I'm
said,
telling y'all, I've been married 30 something years. That ain't an accident. That's because I understood my worth, and you need to do the same. We'll teach you youngins, if you want to. If not, we have a mission. We got a goal to accomplish. And so, but I got to get off here right now because my grandchildren are here and my children are waiting, and it is what it is. And we're going to start a campaign too. Submarinian needs to be exposed for the racist that he is. All right, you guys. And Marine Comey, keep him. You lost. That's what you get for trying to put an innocent man in jail on a RICO. On a RICO. This man is a billionaire. You calling him a substance trafficker. Girl, go. Bye. Marine Comey, you're trash, and so is your husband, your father. James Comey is trash. That's why you were let go. Even 47 don't like you. That's why you were let go. Now, bye.
hey, all right, everybody, sound off in the comments afterwards.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh my goodness, I'm up here trying to do this thing. Well, I see Judge Mathis. He didn't stepped in, and he basically then said that the sentencing guideline for first-time offenders with prostitutes across the line is 21 to 17 months. I mean, excuse me, 21 to 27 months. Well, my house phone get the ringing. And then, so he didn't know if they're going to run them concurrently or consecutively. So I'm wondering if October 3rd, will it be time served? I really think that the Diddy, excuse me, Cassie's letter probably helped trigger things. Said that they're scared and everything. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? Yeah, I'm up here trying to do this thing and look. I'm like, oh God, they stop. But I just think it's ridiculous. You know, who else other that received a sentence of this type of issue and do not get bond or bail? And are they really going to make him maybe sit? I think you have to do what, 85% of the time. So by this time, he will have been credited a year. So even if they try to do them consecutively instead of concurrently, then that would make him have to do anywhere between 4 years to 6 if they wanted to be, but a little less than 4 years to 6, 3 years and something. He already has a year in. So then you take what is 85% of the time. I know they're going to probably appeal this. This is some bullshit. It really is. And I don't know. It's really bullshit. Because who else? First time offender getting prostitutes going across state line, sit in jail this long. No one. So I don't know. Take that. But they ain't there. But Judge Mathis, he's gonna be looking at it too, because now we're looking at, okay, now how just is justice going to be to a Black person, especially when, okay, we have to follow and let the jury did what the jury did. So it's just because the prosecutors lost, they shouldn't be able to, go ahead and keep holding this man for a crime that most people would never even see charges, especially not on the federal side of it anyways. There was no girls trafficked at all. So I don't get it, but it is what it is. So now we know. We thought he was going to be home for the 4th of July. Maybe not. I guess he'll be home in time for Halloween. Who knows? But I think this is ridiculous. And he'll get 4th of July one other time, I guess. But at least we know he didn't get RICO. At least we know that we know a lot of people was acting a fool with that baby oil outside that court today. And Armand Wiggins was one of them. But there you have it. I got to get my dad something to eat. So that's what I was doing. I was going upstairs trying to figure out what I'm going to do with him. I forgot I was online. Tell you, when there's old folks up here trying to do stuff on the internet, we forget things. So who knows? But I'm going to get off of here and go get my dad something to eat. So you guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.